one of the issues that we were discussing with the ZIFA president has been the issue of the infrastructure that we need to develop and revitalize in order to do that. And our commitment as a city, which we will make publicly here, is that we will avail one of our sports club, which will name in due course for the building of the headquarters of ZIFA. It will go through the committees tomorrow and so forth. We are also keen to avail to ZIFA one of our sports ground, which we wanted to develop, which is the 40-hectare Highglen Stadium, which is in our master plan and has been in the works for a long time. We are willing to avail that piece of land to ZIFA for assistance in also working on Rufaro Stadium. So as a quid pro quo, we would not want them to give us money, but would want them to assist us in developing Rufaro Stadium, Gwanzura Stadium, and other stadiums. We will also avail another sports club for the youth, for the Mighty Warriors, so that they can develop that sports club to use for the Mighty Warriors and develop that facility. We'll also name that sports club in due course once we've done the procedures of council. But that is cast in stone and is guaranteed as the city of Harare's contribution to sports in Harare and sports in Zimbabwe. And we will accordingly pen a memorandum of understanding, which we will sign before the end of this month with ZIFA to consolidate the things that we've agreed to extend.
Colleagues, as ZIFA were extremely humbled by the gesture. Your Worship, we're extremely humbled. And I want to take this moment to thank you on behalf of myself and my colleagues and all of Zimbabwe who love football. It is an amazing display of grace that you have showed us. One of our key pillars in as far as establishment and transforming football in Zimbabwe is the issue of infrastructure. In the absence of infrastructure, it's impossible to implement any of the programs we desire to implement. And you come as a key partner. One of our thrusts is to ensure that we have a relationship with yourselves that creates value for our communities. We have a shared a shared responsibility towards those who love football in Zimbabwe. This ecosystem needs to be nurtured, and the starting point, of course, is to make sure that we have infrastructure that meets the requirements of the programs we want to roll out. We are speaking of the grassroots, the schools, where we need to make sure that we have a clear pathway of young people that play football from primary school all the way up until they come to the professional space, where we now talk of the big stadia, such as your Rufaros or your Gwanzuras. Very, very important that we have a clear plan on what we need to do with that. But we are so grateful that we have an opportunity that you present to us of building a head office that will meet the stature of the governance we need to display. Our idea, Your Worship, is to make sure that we become an example of a well-governed institution, and we are ready, more than ready, to embrace, these facilities, include them in our plans, and demonstrate, because it's not only, because ZIFA does not belong to the people who are sitting here. It belongs to Zimbabweans who love football. We are just figureheads, just there to facilitate the processes, to ensure that football is played, to ensure that the fans can enjoy football. to ensure that those who are administering, they administer, to ensure that the volunteers, the mothers who have children who are playing football, to ensure that they can achieve those objectives. So we are very happy, Your Worship, and we are more than ready to get started on this project. One of the things that I would want to quickly speak to Your Worship is that you will notice right now we have Rufaro, which has been used here in Harare, and you've already spoken to this fact that we need to have more places. Now, we are thinking as ZIFA that maybe by next year, instead of having 18 teams, we'll probably end up with 20 teams in our professional league. Okay. Yeah? And that means that there's more pressure for facilities. Because those teams will need places to train. They will need places where they can have their fixtures played. But beyond that, we're also thinking maybe there's need to have a national Division 1 league as opposed to having regional Division 1s. Maybe it might be necessary to have a national Division 1. What that means is always need more facilities to use. You know, we are thinking maybe there's need to have provisional leagues, and with your role as the president of UCAS, then you can help us. Each province must have a league that is happening. It means more facilities are required there. So there is a lot of work that is before us, and this work requires everyone to play their part. From the fourth estate, reporting and monitoring what we are doing, to yourselves as the leaders, community leaders, helping us. There is also us as the administrators doing our part. I think that's what we're looking at, and we are very grateful, Your Worship, for this opportunity you've granted us, and we are going to embrace it. And we are more than ready to run with it. I mean, everyone is actually waiting, was wondering, what's going to happen? At what point are we going to get somewhere to build the head office? I'm sure with this press conference, I'm sure a lot of people will be settled. Now we are moving in the right direction. So thank you very much, Your Worship, and thank you so much to your team and to all the residents of Harare for this gesture. We are very grateful to the councillors as well, I mean to the chairpersons who sit on the sports committee within the city. We are grateful because this has never happened before, and we are so excited about this development. Thank you very much.
Thank you.